Hi, readers. It's Lisa from the Battle of the Books Quiz Center with something brand new and pretty cool. They're called Video Bob Notes. Some of you Generation Jonesers, like me, and Millennials and Gen Xers, some of you may remember things called Cliff Notes, which were like these little books that gave you summaries of whole books, give you a general idea of the details, the important details, the characters, the plot points, stuff like that, to just get a good idea of it, a picture of the book in your brain. So these are going to be little videos about 3 minutes long that will summarize the books. And I'm going to start making these little videos and uploading new ones consistently to the Battle of the Books Quiz Center YouTube channel. So please subscribe and check in often. The first one that I just made today is on the book Hatchet by Gary Paulsen. I hope you enjoy it. Hatchet is a gripping tale by Gary Paulsen. It follows a young boy's survival journey. 13-year-old Brian Robeson boards a Cessna 406 bush plane. He's traveling from Hampton, New York to visit his father in the Canadian oil fields. His parents' recent divorce weighs heavily on his mind. The pilot has a heart attack and dies, leaving Brian alone in the plane. The plane crashes into an L-shaped lake in the Canadian North Woods. Brian survives, but is stranded hundreds of miles from where anyone would search because the plane flew off course. Brian faces numerous challenges in the wilderness. He builds a shelter under a rocky ledge above a lake. His mother's gift, a hatchet, becomes crucial. He learns to make fire by striking the hatchet against stone to make sparks. He discovers berries, but overeats and gets sick. A porcupine invades his shelter at night and stabs 8 quills into Brian's leg when he kicks it. He collects 17 turtle eggs buried in the sand, but a skunk later eats some of them. Brian learns to hunt fool birds and catch fish with a bow and arrow he made from a willow. The bear and the wolves just look at Brian and move on, but a moose attacks and almost kills him. A tornado destroys Brian's shelter and fire, but reveals the plane's tail sticking up from the lake, sparking hope. Brian realizes self-pity is futile, even after a rescue plane comes near but then flies away. His teacher, Perpich, taught him to stay positive. Brian's physical and mental transformation is profound. He becomes thinner, tanner, stronger, more perceptive, and more patient. His mind and body unite, fostering a new sense of self-reliance. He stops hoping for rescue, finding strength in his ability to survive. Brian retrieves a survival pack from the plane. It contains food, a rifle, matches, a sleeping bag, and an emergency transmitter. Unknowingly, he activates the transmitter. A fur buyer mapping Cree trapping camps hears the signal. The pilot lands on the lake, rescuing Brian after 54 days of surviving on his own in the wilderness. Brian's experience changes him, making him more thoughtful and introspective. Brian's parents' efforts to mend their marriage after Brian's rescue lasts 1 week. Then his father goes back to the oil fields in Canada and his mother stays in the city. Gary Paulsen's novel, Hatchet, continues to thrill and inspire readers of all ages. A 151-question quiz with page numbers can be found in PDF, Word, and Quizlet format on the Battle of the Books Quiz Center website at bobqc.net. Please subscribe to the Bob QC YouTube channel for more video Bob Notes and other cool book-related videos.
Everybody ought to read.